The copies didn't move. Not immediately. They just stood there, rows and rows of identical security uniforms scattered throughout the mall, all facing the escalators. The silence felt wrong, like the entire building was holding its breath. Then the lights flickered once, twice, 3 times. And when they stabilized again, the copies were closer. Nobody had moved, at least not while I was looking. But somehow, they were closer. A few feet, maybe more. My throat tightened as I stepped backward. One copy stepped forward. I froze, and so did it. When I moved again, another copy moved. Not the same one, but a different one standing outside the sporting goods store. Its head tilted slightly as if it were studying me, learning me. Slowly, I realized what was happening. They weren't moving on their own. They were reacting to me, mirroring me, predicting me. The loop wasn't creating copies anymore. It was improving them with every cycle, every observation, every mistake corrected, until eventually one of them would become perfect. My radio suddenly crackled, and a burst of static exploded through the speaker. Then a voice whispered, "Look at the cameras." I immediately recognized the voice. It was me. Not one of the distorted versions or one of the broken copies. My actual voice. The real one. It sounded exhausted and terrified, like someone who had survived far longer than they should have. I sprinted back toward the security office. The copies didn't chase me. They simply watched as I ran, as if they already knew where I was going. The office door slammed shut behind me, and I rushed toward camera 14. My hands were shaking so badly that I nearly missed the controls. The footage appeared. Static rolled across the screen, and then the image cleared. My stomach dropped. The escalators weren't visible anymore. Neither were the stores, the food court, or the mall itself. The camera was showing something underneath. Far underneath. A place the building should never have had. An enormous shaft descended into darkness, with escalators spiraling downward forever, layer after layer, level after level. There were thousands of escalators, millions of steps, stretching so deep that the bottom couldn't be seen. And riding those escalators were people. Thousands of people. Security guards, janitors, shoppers, employees, children, all endlessly moving up and down while counting. Every single one of them was counting. My blood ran cold because some of the uniforms looked decades old, and some of the people looked like they belonged to another era. Yet they were all trapped inside the same endless machine. Then something moved near the bottom of the screen. Something enormous. A shape larger than the escalators themselves, larger than the entire mall. The image glitched before I could see it clearly, but I caught enough. A massive eye. Opening. Watching. Waiting. The monitor exploded into static, and every screen in the office went black. The building shook hard. A deep metallic groan echoed from somewhere below, the same sound a ship might make before sinking. Then came a new noise. Footsteps. Not hundreds this time. Just one set of footsteps, heavy, slow, and deliberate, walking directly toward the office. Thump. 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 The footsteps stopped outside the door. For a moment, everything was completely silent. Then someone gently knocked 3 times. Knock. 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 And for the first time all night, a voice from the other side spoke. It was a perfect copy of my voice. "Open the door."